ladies, men's, and my non-binary friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today we're just going to be doing a real natural glam kind of look. We're just gonna take it easy today, do some soft glam. It'll be great. Okay, let's just jump right into it. We're gonna start with brows, and because I'm gonna go for a little bit more of a natural look, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay brow blade first. Sorry if you can hear whatever's going on outside my house. People are making a lot of noise. It's very rude. So I'm just kind of lightly outlining my brows. So basically, to get a more natural brow look, you're going to want to use a lighter hand, and you're going to want to outline like the tail of your brow, just because you always want that to be more defined. And then I'm spooling through it. Now I'm going to go in with the ink stain end of the brow blade, and I'm just doing hair-like strokes around the head of my brow. And I'm going to go ahead and add in a few more into the tail of the brow. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Next, I am going to go in with the Dip Brow Gel. And I'm going to take a tissue and get most of the product off of the wand, just to get the most natural effect. So I'm just taking it and I'm kind of swiping and dabbing, making sure that I'm dabbing the tip of the wand, just to get as much product off as I can. And then I'm going to go in towards the head first, just to get a little bit more pigment there, and then sweep towards the tail. Okay, so that's how to do natural brows. And to conceal my brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Stick Foundation. It's full coverage, but still more of a natural finish. And I'm just going to apply that same foundation on my lid to give myself a base for my eyeshadow. So as you can see, it gives a nice like coverage, but it's also not super full coverage. You know what I mean? I'm just going to take a dense blending brush and go over that and make sure everything's all blended out like it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to take a beauty blender and I'm going to further blend it. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to be going in with my Morphe 350 palette. So I'm just taking a little fluffy brush, and I'm taking a shade that's a little bit darker than my skin tone on that brush, and I'm just putting it above my crease, in my crease, just blending softly. And then I'm going to take a shade darker than that and really focus that in my crease. And then for the lid, I'm going to be taking a flat kind of concealer brush, and I'm going to be using the shade from the BH Cosmetics Neutral Eyes palette. And I'm almost like faking a cut crease. Just following the curve of my eye, applying the most pigment towards the inner corner, and then bringing her out. And now I'm taking this little fluffy guy, and I'm taking a cooler brown shade from the BH palette, and I'm putting that on my outer corner. Maybe this isn't as cool as I thought it was. Whatever. I'm putting it on my outer corner. It's a little darker than the other two that we've laid down, and I'm also kind of bringing it up into the crease. Gently, of course. And I'm going to take the fluffy brush we used earlier and blend that out up top so we don't get that harsh line. And I'm just going to pack that same shade from the BH palette into my outer corner. And we're going to end up with a nice little V shape here. Okay, so I'm going to take a more of a golden shimmer from the BH palette on the same paddle brush that we used to lay down the original shimmer. And we're just blending that into the mattes towards the outer corner. And I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just blend over the top one more time just to make sure that she's all the way blended. I'm going to take a little bit of the first shade from the 350 palette that we laid down and a shade lighter than that. And just blend and blend and blend. I'm going to take a little bit of a darker brown and pop that on the outer corner just to deepen it up a little bit. Make it look a little bit more dimensional. And then again, I'm taking that clean fluffy brush and blending out the top of that there. And just going down the middle to really get the shimmer blended into the matte. And bringing the excess over the crease just to define that a little more as well. And then again, blending, blending, blending. Now we're going to do eyeliner. And I'm going to do like a small wing, which is out of the ordinary for me. Okay, so I tried to do a small wing. Clearly it wasn't working out as planned. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, so because I obviously have acne going on, I'm going to use a teeny tiny touch of my mint concealer just to get rid of the red that's there on a little flathead brush, dabbing over the spots where it's all red. But yeah, so I'm basically just taking a tiny bit of green concealer, and because I'm paler, it's not green so much as it is mint, and I'm spreading it, like almost blending it into my hand so that there's not as much product saturated on the brush. And I'm just dabbing my brush in that and going over the spots where, oh, that was thick, okay. Going over the spots where I have acne and zits and stuff, which I have a lot of right now, and anywhere that's like red, so basically just this entire part of my chin. And I normally don't color correct because I've had bad experiences with it in the past because I didn't really know what I was doing. So we're color correcting. And the reason you use green on like acne is because green cancels out red. It's all about color theory. I know that Wet n Wild is kind of a problematic fave right now, but I do really like the Photo Focus foundation, so I'm gonna use it. This is the only foundation that I have that actually kind of matches my skin. So yeah. And I'm applying that first on my chin, which is not normally what I do, but I want to get this covered up to see if I need to fix it. And I'm going to try and get a more natural finish out of it. We'll see how that goes. So now we're just gently blending. We're just kind of doing small dabbing motions and just gently moving around so that we don't disturb the color correction that we just did. And I'm going to blend out this part a little bit more because there's too much product there. Okay, now I'm going to apply the foundation all over the rest of my face, and yeah, we'll move on after that. Why is that pulling so much darker? Oh, we don't like that. And then I'm going over with that same fluffy concealer brush just to really blend everything in. As you can tell, blending out foundation is a bit of a process for me. Now I'm going to take my little Shape Tape dupe and I'm going to apply that under my under eyes, but I'm going to be using as little product as possible because this is very full coverage. Doop, doop. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to be using a cooler contour today. I think it'll be a little bit more natural since I'm more cool toned. So I'm taking that on my fluffy angled brush and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out more with a fluffy brush to make it look a little bit more natural. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of blush on this big fluffy brush. It's just like a natural pink color. And I'm sweeping that on my cheekbones, buffing it out more on the apples of my cheeks, but generally sweeping it up. Okay, and now it's time to highlight. So I'm taking setting spray and I'm spraying one half of my face at a time. Spraying the highlighter and the brush just so that everything's good and damp to pick up the highlight. And I'm just dusting her on my cheekbones, but because it's me, I want my highlight to be blinding no matter what. Because, like, think about it. If your highlight isn't blinding, what are you doing with your life? This is the best part of doing makeup. And we're gonna do a little bit on the tip of my nose and take a little bit on the very tippy tip of the highlight brush and go on my brow bone. And then it's lipstick time. Okay, so I'm just going to be using the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Sandstorm. And we're really coloring her in. And I'm going to put a little bit of the Fenty Universal Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow over that. And yeah, this is the final look. I hope you guys liked this video. If you really liked it, you can like and subscribe and ring the notification bell and blah blah blah, but you don't have to, but you should. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!